Hello my loves and welcome to your 15-minute gentle Pilates class. Today we are slowing everything down. We are doing movement that just feels good. We're going to wake up the spine, really open through the shoulders and get a little bit of a nice stretch through those muscles as well. Nothing is going to be intense today. Everything is all about mobility and feeling good. You don't need anything for today's class, just a little bit of a soft surface beneath you. So when you're ready, let's get started. We're starting today's class seated in the center of our mat. Nice big bend through our knees. And we're just going to place the hands behind the thighs. Taking a big inhale, I just want you to sit nice and tall, opening through the shoulders. And then exhale, we're just going to round through the spine, creating a nice curve with the back. Inhale, restacking, sitting up tall, open through that chest, take those shoulders back. And then exhale, we're just gonna round through, really nice, getting a nice big curve through the back. Last one, sitting up tall, let that chest go a little bit wider this time, shoulders drop back and away from the ears. And then last time, we're gonna create a big capital C shape with the back, coming into a nice big curve, tuck chin to chest, really nice. And re-stacking the spine. Next, extend the legs out in front of us, a little bit of a bend through the knees. And from here, we're gonna bring the hands forward. On your exhale, you're just gonna round through, reaching forwards, getting a nice stretch through those shoulders. And then rolling up. If you'd like to make it a bit deeper, you can bring the hands to the mat and you're just gonna round through, reaching between the feet. And then rolling up, bone by bone. Getting a nice little stretch through the spine today. A little bit of a wave. And then rolling up, making sure that our spine is nice and warm. And drawing in. And then on this last one, we're just gonna round through the back, reach forward and hold. If it feels good for you, you can straighten the legs. If not, just keep that nice bend. And from here, rolling up on the mat, we're gonna swing the legs around and we're just gonna come into some cat-cows to stretch through the shoulders as well as keep that nice movement in the back going. Inhale, we're gonna arch through the spine, dropping that belly and looking up. And then exhale, pressing through the shoulders, pressing the mat away from you, coming up into a nice cat stretch. Inhale, we're gonna drop, look up. Think of arching through the back, sending the booty up towards the sky. And rounding through, really nice. If you'd like to, you can add a little bit of a circular movement to this. So we circle to the left, drop the belly, arch as we come through center. And then as we press to the right, we're gonna round through, coming up into that cat. Really nice, change direction, arch as we come through to the right. Inhale through center, and then exhale, we're gonna round through to the left. Really nice, coming back into our cat stretch. From here, we're going to take the hands to the left-hand side of the mat, just finding this nice stretch through this cat position. Getting a little bit deeper into the side of the body here. And then coming back through center. We're staying up in our cat stretch as we reach through to the right-hand side of the mat. Again, stretching a little bit deeper into the side of the body. And then coming back through center, dropping the bum down and slowly rolling up. If it feels good for you, you can take those shoulders all the way back and arch through the back. Let the head drop back. Head comes up, neck drops back, and we drop the shoulders away from the ears. Really nice, returning back through center. We're gonna find a comfortable seated position in the center of our mat. I like to do cross-legged, but you can do whatever feels good for you. If it feels better to be kneeling, feel free to do so. I'm going to stretch through that upper body a little bit. So bringing the hands behind the head, interlacing the fingers. On your exhale, you're going to find as much of a round through the back as you can, dropping the neck bone by bone, lengthening through the spine as we roll all the way down. Getting the head as close to the knees as you can. And then inhale, slowly restacking the spine, coming back through seated and opening through the chest, coming nice and tall. Letting the elbows go out wide, feeling a stretch through those shoulders, through the upper back. We're going to round forwards again. Dropping the head, lengthening the spine, bone by bone as you roll down. Bringing the head nice and slowly down towards the knees. And then restacking the spine, bone by bone. We come all the way up. Elbows nice and wide. Closing those eyes if it feels good for you. As you feel that stretch through the upper back. We're going to do one last one. Drop through the head. Find length through the back of the neck. Rounding down all the way down to the knees. Let the head go heavy. And then restack the spine. Coming all the way up. Opening through the elbows. Feel that stretch through the upper back. And then dropping the hands to the side. From here, we're going to extend our left leg out into our half pancake, pulling the right foot in towards the body. I'm just going to bring our hands down to the mat in front of us and walk the hands forward. You don't have to get crazy with this. If you're super flexible and it's comfortable for you, you can come all the way down. If not, I just want you to feel like you're lengthening through the shoulders, pressing the hip bones back down into the mat, so we don't want to come forwards. Body stays back. And we're just feeling a nice stretch through the inner thigh, rounding through the lower back and lengthening through those shoulders as well. Taking a couple of nice big breaths here. And then slowly walking the hands in. We're going to repeat on the other side. So just bringing that left foot in towards the body. Right leg goes long. We're just going to start by walking the hands forward. Again, if it's comfortable for you, you can drop down to the forearms. If not, you're just going to stay lifted. And we're just going to walk the hands forward. The goal here is to feel a nice stretch through the inner thigh, to feel that rounding through the lower back, and to get some length through those shoulders. It should not be painful. Just some nice gentle movement here. Taking a couple of big breaths. And then slowly walking the hands in towards the body. Really nice. We're just going to swing around, bringing our legs nice and long on the mat, and taking one really slow and controlled roll down. Arms extend out in front of us. Think of drawing those lower abs in and up as we start the curve in our lower back. And then bone by bone, slow and controlled, we're just going to curve down, all the way down. Nice and slow, and coming all the way down on the mat, hands to the side. From here, you're going to walk the feet in towards the bum, taking them a little bit wider than hip distance apart, and we're just going to drop the knees to the right hand side. If it's comfortable for you, you're going to get both knees down to the floor. If not, you're just going to go as far as feels good for you. And just holding here for a second. Taking a couple of nice big breaths. We return the knees back through center, and we're just going to drop to the left hand side. Again, if you can, getting the knees down to the floor but you don't have to. Just go as far as feels good for you. Just getting a little bit of a twist through the waist and just waking up through those hips a little bit. And coming back through center, we're just going to speed that up a little bit. Dropping the knees to the right hand side, back through center, and dropping to the left. Try and keep your shoulders on the mat, so we don't want to roll the whole body across. We're just dropping through the knees and feeling the lower back and the hips roll. Just going to do 5 more. 5 counts, sorry. 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back through center and setting those feet nice and flat on the mat. From here, hands are coming to our sides, forearms are pressing down, and we're just going to practice a few little pelvic tucks. So I want you to picture you've got one of those exercise balls sat on your stomach. If you press the belly up, it's going to roll off. So what I want you to think of doing is we're going to draw those lower abdominals in and up as we tuck the hips under. So just little pelvic tucks. And then relax, letting everything go. Draw those lower abs in and up, tucking the pelvis under, feeling a little bit of engagement through those abdominals. And then releasing through the hips. Really nice. We're going to do 3 more. We tuck the hips under, draw those lower abs in and up. Little squeeze through the abdominals and release. You've got 2 more. Coming into that pelvic tuck. Just little pelvic tucks, that's all it is. And release. And then on this last one, we're just going to hold. We tuck the pelvis under. We're holding in this position. We're going to roll up, bone by bone, pressing into the heels, coming into a nice bridge position, nice and slow, squeeze at the top. And then we roll down, bone by bone, trying to see if you can come back to that pelvic tucked position. So we don't want to release through the hips. Pressing into the heels, we're going to roll up, bone by bone, squeeze and hold at the top. And nice and slow, we come all the way down. Really nice, just taking your time with these, making sure you've got that pelvic tuck at the bottom. We roll up with control, give me a little squeeze. And then as you come down, I want you to think of dropping each spinal bone one by one, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way down until the full lower back's pressed into the mat and you still have that pelvic tuck. We're just going to do a few more here. Rolling up and down, nice and slow, with control. Rolling up, really, really nice. And down, we're going to do 1 more. We roll all the way up. We're going to squeeze and hold at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming all the way down, pulling those knees into the chest for a little gentle release. If it feels good for you, you're going to lift until your lower back comes off the mat slightly. And then we extend the legs out long. Arms are going to come overhead. And on your exhale, I want you to think of peeling yourself up, bone by bone. We come up. And we're going to reach over, getting a nice stretch. If this is a little intense for you, feel free to bend through those knees as we reach forward. And then restacking the spine, really nice. From here, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Think of dropping the knees away from you. Sitting up nice and tall, feeling a little stretch through those hips. And on the exhale, we're going to hinge forwards. Just until you feel a little bit uncomfortable through those hips, but there should not be any pain. Really nice, restacking the spine. We're going to cross the legs here. Sitting up nice and tall, and we're just going to end with a little bit of breath work. So taking a nice big breath in, letting it fill the lungs, letting it bring you up nice and tall, and on the exhale, We're gonna drop the ribs back down towards the hips. Big breath in, sitting up tall, lengthening through the back, and then exhale, dropping down, really nice. Big breath in, this time we bring the right arm up and over, reaching for the left hand side of the room. Think of pressing the right hip down into the mat to get a nice stretch through that right hand side. Pressing up and over, we take the right hand to the mat, left arm comes up and over. Think of dropping the left hip down to the mat so you're getting a deeper stretch through the left hand side. And then coming back through center, and finally we're just going to add in a little twist. So taking the right hand to the right knee, left hand comes behind us and close to the body. We're just going to press into that knee, sitting up nice and tall, feeling that little twist through the back. And release back through center, left hand to right knee, right hand comes behind and close to the body. Sitting up tall, getting into that nice big twist. And then releasing and coming back through center. Thank you so much for joining me today for this quick 15-minute gentle movement class. I hope you enjoyed today's class. I hope you're feeling a little bit looser, a little bit more relaxed. If you did like today's video and you want to see more gentle classes just like this one, then make sure to give it a big thumbs up and drop me a comment down below, because it lets me know what you love and it really helps support my channel. If you did like today's class and you want more workouts in future, then make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications on, because I would love to see you in another class. Thank you so much for joining me today. Bye.